Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm proud to rise today to speak in support of my legislation, the Securing the Chain of Command Continuity Act. At a time when our nation is facing threats around the world, we cannot afford for those who are critical to America's national security to disappear without explanation and a clear delegation of their responsibilities. As someone who served in the armed forces for nearly 10 years, I was alarmed by reports back in January that those at the highest levels in the chain of command were not informed when Secretary of Defense Austin required an unexpected leave of absence due to health challenges. For days, essential members of the National Security Council, including the President, were left in the dark regarding his status, causing a serious breach of command and control that is the bedrock of America's defense supremacy. I'm concerned for Secretary Austin's health and wish him well. However, the Department of Defense's lack of transparency surrounding his absence is very concerning. Critical communication breakdowns like these could have disastrous results and put our men and women in uniform at risk. To ensure America remains capable of combating threats wherever and whenever they occur, we not only need an unparalleled fighting force, but also a strong chain of command among our military's leadership that cannot be compromised. That's why I introduced the Securing the Chain of Command Continuity Act alongside my colleague on the other side of the aisle, Congressman Davis of North Carolina, to prevent any similar chain of command breakdowns in the future and preserve the integrity of our national security. My bipartisan legislation would amend existing law to require all members of the National Security Council to notify the Executive Office of the President, the Comptroller General of the United States, and to each chamber of Congress within 24 hours of any planned or emergent medical incapacitation. In the event this notification does not occur, a comprehensive report must be submitted, providing transparency surrounding the incapacitation and related notification failure within 30 days. At a time when our service members are facing lethal attacks from our adversaries overseas, my bill will help ensure a continuous chain of command so that our military and national defense systems can operate seamlessly in case of an emergency and achieve mission success. It is my goal in Congress to advance legislation that protects our country, our citizens, and our men and women in uniform. That's why I drafted this national security bill in a way that all common sense members can support no matter which side of the aisle they are on. I was pleased when the Securing the Chain of Command Continuity Act was passed unanimously out of the House Oversight Committee in February, proving just how nonpartisan this effort is. I want to thank Congressman Davis for his partnership with me on this critical issue. The world is a dangerous place. We cannot afford a lack of transparency from our senior military leaders. We must preserve the integrity of our national security, and I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of this common sense, bipartisan legislation that will keep our country and our military men and women safe. Thank you, and I yield back.